continuous voter registration is still ongoing. If you've not signed up yet, this is a good time to get it done and get ready to vote. On the news this hour, FCT Minister, others react to defection of River State lawmakers. Lawyer Chizi Enyi criticizes Rivers lawmakers over plenary adjournment. Court sets dates to hear Tonya Cole's suit against FCT Minister. APC bars Omishore 6 other aspirants from contesting Oshu State governorship primary. On the foreign scene, Burkina Faso frees 8 NGO workers held for alleged spying. I'm Sam Chinedu, and the news continues after the break. Back. The River State House of Assembly witnessed a major realignment today, Friday, as Speaker Martin Amehule and 16 other lawmakers formally left the People's Democratic Party for the All Progressives Congress. Their move was disclosed on the floor of the House, with the Speaker attributing the defection to what he termed internal divisions within the PDP.
As of today, even the national headquarters of the PDP is not functioning as a result of this division. There are two factions, and the Constitution is clear that when there is division in any political party, when a party is divided, members, including assembly members, who no longer have hope, can leave the party without any dire consequence. So that is why I have to make this clear, that the foundation of this defection is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Others who dumped the PDP were the Deputy Speaker Domle Maul Gokana, Major Jack Akokutoru, Linda Stewart Okrika, Franklin Nwabochi, Oba Egbemandoni, Azeru Okpara, Port Harcourt 3, Smart Adoki, Port Harcourt 2, Enemy George Asaritoru 2, and Solomon Wani, Port Harcourt 1. Also included were Igwe Afoji Eleme, Tekena Wellington Asaritoru 1, Lolo Opuende, Akokotoru 2, Peter Abe Degema, Arnold Dennis Ogubolo, Chimezie Wankwo Eche, and Ofix Kabang Andoni. 3 of the lawmakers spoke on the floor of the House.
I have taken time to inform the chairman of Ward 4 PDP in the local government that because there is no more political faith in the People's Democratic Party, I am defecting to the All Progressive Congress. I am an ambitious young man that wants to further my career in politics. Mr. Speaker, because of that division, I don't think I can further my ambition in the People's Democratic Party. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I am defecting.
I want to say that a party structured from within becomes a liability even to the very democracy it is meant to protect. Mr. Speaker, that is my dilemma. The PDP is fractured from within.
The House expressed concern over continuous delay by Governor Siminalayi Fubara to present a list of commissioners for screening. The Speaker says the Governor's Act is a breach of the Constitution.
What the leader has just done is to draw the attention of this House once again to the fact that upon the termination of emergency rule by the President, this House by resolution once again reminded the governor to heed to the call and do the needful. Where in December, the governor has not considered his executive council the way he should. And this is truly in contravention of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Distinguished colleagues, we thank the majority leader for reminding us. The House will do the needful when we think it is necessary and when we think we have to proceed on this particular matter.
The Speaker has adjourned plenary to the 26th of January 2026. While the 10 remaining People's Democratic Party state lawmakers have elected the member representing Omuma constituency, Sylvester Wankwo, as the minority leader. In the meantime, the APC in Rivers State, led by Tony Okocha, says the defection of 17 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly to the APC followed the process. Speaking with our correspondent, Emeka Otuka, Ms. Okocha explained that the party leadership at the ward, local government, state and national levels were fully aware of the lawmakers' decision. He noted that the 17 lawmakers, including the Speaker Martin Amehule, left their former party due to the internal crisis rocking the PDP.
In recognition of what the Constitution stipulates on the issue of membership of a political party, both chairmen of parties have been notified by their assembly members who have indicated their interest to leave and join the party, the APC. They have all communicated their former world chairman, and in fact also communicated their chairman of the new party, political party, the All Progressive Congress, of their willingness to join, to leave the former party, the PDP, which of course Nigerians are aware is already in the dungeon.
Okocha, who was present at the Hallowed Chamber, assured that the APC under his leadership will grant the lawmakers all rights and privileges due to them as bona fide members of the party.
I didn't know that I was at the General because I was invited. I was formally communicated by the former PDP members who, after our rigorous discussions with them, had also decided to support the All Progressive Congress Rivers State. I was there, 17 of them, 15 including the Speaker, now 17.
But the chieftain of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, Robinson Ewa, says there is no division in the PDP that warrants the defection of the lawmakers. Mr. Ewa, who spoke while with correspondent Onyeka Chinwosu, said he hopes the Rivers State lawmakers would not deny their defection again.
So my prayer is that they should deny again in the future. You know, they defended before and they denied. This time they shouldn't deny it. So there's no division in our party that should have warranted that division. The law only provides that when there is a division in the party, there is no division in PDP as we speak. Yes, we must definitely talk to them. We must talk to them. And for those of them that are, the party must make efforts to reclaim the mandate. What they are holding is PDP mandate.
Regarding the implications of the adjournment of the sitting till 26th by the lawmakers, Chief Ewa expressed his expectation that the governor and the lawmakers will find common ground on when to present the 2026 budget.
The House has a specified number of days before to sit in its legislative year. I don't know that training for nearly 2 months whether they will be able to meet up the legislative they are supposed to adjourn. Going forward is between them and the governor. There should be a meeting point so that Rivers people can get the needed service from both the governor and the House of Assembly.
However, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike disagrees, insisting that the internal crisis in the PDP contributed to the lawmakers' exit. Speaking with journalists, the FCT Minister described as unfortunate the defection of 16 members and the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. He said his camp will continue to work with the remaining lawmakers still loyal to the party. And still on the defection, an Abuja-based political scientist, Simbo Olurofemi, believes that the action of the 17 state lawmakers is a strategic move ahead of the 2027 general elections. Speaking with our correspondent, Soibi Oruwari, Olurofemi explained that the lawmakers are trying to secure their political future as the crisis within the PDP continues to deepen at the national level.
I think it has to do with the larger PDP crisis, particularly in Rivers. So I think it's preparatory to Wike faction establishing their foothold in the APC, knowing that continuing to stay in PDP might work against them. The court cannot extend the tenure of Anyanwu and Adamagum there because their tenure has effectively ended. Having a valid INEC recognized leadership in place, running on the platform of that party might put the person in jeopardy.
He also dismissed claims that their defection is aimed at stopping Governor Siminalayi Fubara from gaining control of the PDP in Rivers State.
Of course, that has multiple implications in terms of what is going to even happen within the APC itself and all of that. But in a nutshell, it's not unexpected. I think it's what we're seeing is a coalition of these forces under one umbrella, which is they are going under an umbrella which they can be assured of being able to retain their seats come 2027. It's preparatory to the 2027.
On his part, the spokesman of the Emeka Beke-led APC faction in Rivers State, Darlington Muju, says the party welcomes the lawmakers but warned them not to deny their defection later, as was the case previously.
The only thing that makes this one concerning is the fact that this set of persons had defected before. They now turned around to claim they never defected. I pray they do not end up defecting again or end up denying this second round of defections. But like every member of our party, we welcome everybody that decides to join the All Progressive Congress.
Would you add that the political drama in the States is far from over?
I do not understand the monkey business that the FCT minister is trying to play with the All Progressive Congress. Those who should understand the inner workings of our party should think again on the alliances. Because if you want to align with a political party, you have to come out clean to align with that political party. We have still not seen the end of political dramas in Rivers State.
Meanwhile, the spokesperson of the Tony Okocha-led APC faction, Chibike Kenga, says the lawmakers have met all requirements to be recognized as genuine members of the party. He also revealed that efforts are ongoing to convince the remaining lawmakers to join the APC.
We will also continue to pressure other high-profile citizens of Rivers State to join our party, particularly the 10 members who have not yet made up their mind. They have done the proper things. I do not think that any of them that I met today would come to the public to say that they didn't say they have joined our party. I don't think that will exist. They have made all the proper consultations and all the processes have been put in place before they came to the public.
A lawyer and president of the Initiative for Transparency and Good Leadership, Chizie, has described the lawmakers' action as an attempt to frustrate the governor's developmental agenda, accusing them of being determined to prolong the political crisis in the state. In an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka,
it is regrettable that the Rivers House of Assembly will adjourn to 25th of January, when it just barely started sitting about 3 months ago. What was the basis of the adjourning to?
the governor has not submitted a list unnecessary, insisting that the state already has enough commissioners to effectively run government activities.
Every now and then you hear them say submit list of executive council. Have the state executive council not be meeting? Are there no commissioners? Some of them, about 16 or 17, have defected from PDP to APC. The same set of persons who prior before now has defected and later denied when they appeared in court.
In other news, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Friday adjourned further proceedings on the suit seeking to nullify the outcome of the National Convention of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, held in Ibadan, Oyo State, till January 14, 2026. The adjournment came on a day the Kabiru Turaki-led PDP asked Justice Joyce Abdulmalik, who's handling the matter, to recuse herself. In a motion they filed through a consortium of 7 senior by 3 former national chairman of the PDP, Damagum, as well as all officers of the party that emerged through the disputed convention, accused the trial judge of bias. We'll take a break. When we return. Court sets date at Tonya Cole suits FCT minister. Stay. in December 2025 to hear the suit filed by the 2023 governorship candidate of the APC in Rivers State, Tonya Cole, against FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and Channels Television. In the suit, Mr. Cole is seeking 40 billion naira in damages over alleged defamatory statements made by Wike during a live broadcast on Channels Television's Politics Today on 18 September. Mr. Cole said Wike's statement during the live broadcast were false, malicious, offensive, and damaging to his reputation in personal, professional, and public capacities. Public Affairs analyst Jide Ojo has raised concerns over some of the individuals nominated as ambassadors for the federal government. Speaking on Channels Television, Ojo questioned why people with criminal records or those currently facing prosecution were included on the list. He stressed that such individuals should not represent Nigeria on the international stage. He alleged that the list appears to serve as compensation for political allies.
The Presidential Campaign Council of Ashwadi Bola Ahmed Tinubu was made up of over 3,000 APC members. Many have been waiting in the wings, hoping that they will get due compensation. And I recall that there was an agitation some months back, and some people cried out in the media that we work for you. You have not given us anything for the good job we did in enthroning you as president. The president said, "Calm down." It's obviously patronage. It's about compensation for those who worked for him.
He said if the Senate goes on to confirm the nominees, they must undergo thorough training and proper induction, especially the politicians among them. Constitutional lawyer Malachi Ugumadu says the appeal court was right in affirming the Federal High Court's decision restricting the powers of the VIO in traffic enforcement. Speaking on Channels Television, Mr. Ugumadu said traffic enforcement by law falls under the Traffic Division of the Nigeria Police Force, not the VIO. He said many Nigerians have endured the overzealousness and excesses of VIO operatives acting beyond their legal authority.
The Court of Appeal was right to affirm the decision of the Federal High Court. They should go back to their office. If it is found out clearly that this is a duplication of responsibility, this is a good moment to collapse these agencies because it adds to the overcost, it adds to the overhead, it increases the cost implication of running all of these agencies. Because as it turned out, the Court of Appeal is clear that you cannot usurp the functions of the police.
Special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on policy communication, Daniel Bwala, says the use of foreign internet services makes it difficult for security agents to track bandits in Nigeria. Mr. Bwala said this while speaking in an interview on Nigeria Info FM on Friday. He explained that while security agencies can trace Nigerians using local social media platforms, tracking criminals who rely on services outside the country. News after the break. Welcome back. On the international scene, an international non-governmental organization in Burkina Faso says 8 of its members had been released months after the country's military rulers arrested them on accusations of spying. Burkinabe authorities had claimed that the NGO had collected and passed on sensitive security information about the country to foreign powers and that its members continue to work covertly despite being banned. The 8 members released include a Frenchman, a French-Senegalese woman, a Czech man, a Malian, and 4 Burkinabe nationals. On the news this evening, you heard FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. Other stakeholders react differently to the defection of 17 Rivers State lawmakers. Lawyer Chizienyi has criticized Rivers lawmakers for adjourning plenary till January 26, 2026. High Court of the FCT has set December 9 to hear a defamatory suit filed by Rivers APC 2023 governorship candidate Tonya Cole against the FCT minister. On the foreign scene, Burkina Faso has freed 8 NGO workers held for alleged spying. The news was edited by Onyeka Chiwonsu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.